Here, not far from the hermitage, is old Mellifont Abbey, where the first Cistercians colonized this part of Ireland. It became the mother house of other houses as time went on. St. Bernard sent them the request of St. Malachi, who was Archbishop of Armagh. Therefore they came straight from Clairvaux with all the fervour of a new monastery, the fervour of a reform. La Trappe was a reform of the reform, and we were very much aware of the history of the house, which had gone on without a break, even though it had to go into exile for a while in the community. And when, at the end of day, in a Trappist monastery, one sings the ancient salve, one is concluding the day as all the brethren had done, night after night, month after month, year after year, indeed century after century, and the sun still descends calmly and at its own pace and carries the day away. But also souls go away within the monasteries. In their last days they are well accompanied, and we were waiting for Frère Marie to peter out, and we took it in turns to be with him there, watching as he went into the beyond in the infirmary at La Trappe. And I remember being there in the heart of night with him as he still breathed on, and wondering when the last breath would come, and all the mystery of time and eternity was there in one breath, one fragile breath. And as I waited for his last, I wrote these in the silence of the Trappist night. At midnight, in the infirmary, keeping watch at the bedside of a dying brother. The silence of the night is doubly great. The world sleeps on neath blankets of deep sin. The cloister snores. The brethren, dreaming, wait the call to prayer. No sound doth stir thy din, O buzz of peace, save this, the rhythmic beat of living time. I am alone with death. Thou too, cher frère, alone, the alone to meet. How many ticks, how many breaths rest thee? Thou knowest only that one tick, one gasp shall be thine own. Dimmed eyes, what shall ye see when in one twinkling vistas new ye grasp? For death we're born. Good Lord. And then suddenly, when actually no one happened to be right next to him, his last breath did come, and then we were watching him until we put him in the ground. So these then were the words I wrote next to his by now empty body in church, while the Paschal candle burnt right next to him, as on his soul marched unto victory. 'Twas but one breath, like any other, frère, that coming not made thy soul's nostrils breathe the limpid ether of the angelic air. Or dost thou, silent brother, e'en now seethe a while in unindulgenced flames, that some, of having seen them, have decried, and that so loudly that their cry to us has come in manuscripts, o'er which for months we sat. And I say we, for though all alone, I knew another to be by my side, who did in ink one time what I have done another, somewhat further on its tide. She waiteth for thee, Marie, on the shore, where many, many travellers went before. The manuscript was the Purgatory manuscript, which I spent weeks translating. It was the beyond. The sun sets now over the whole Western world, and even while here, many souls have gone into a deeper west, the far, far west, from which no traveller e'er returns.